Let's see how to install Samba server on Ubuntu 24.04 and access it from Windows. So I am already connected to my Ubuntu server using SSH, and the first thing I want to do is to update my package list. To do that, I'm going to run sudo apt update, and the package list is now up to date. Next up, we want to install Samba. So sudo apt install Samba. Let's run this command, and we need to approve, so Y and enter. And Samba was installed. Next, we need a new user. And to create this new user, I'm going to use the add user command. So sudo add user, and I'm just going to call this new user Samba user. Of course, you can use any name you want for this new user. And we need to provide a password for this user and retype it. And we can provide some additional information for this user, but this is optional, and I'm just going to hit enter. So enter, 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 enter. And this information is correct, so enter again. I want to switch user to the new user I just created, and to do that I can use the SU for switch user, and then the name of the user I just created, and tab for auto completion. And I need to provide the password for this new user. And as you can see here, I'm now logged in as the new user. Now I want to change directory to the home directory of this new user, and to do that I can simply run cd, and now I am in the home folder of this user. Here I want to create my shared folder, and to do that I can use the make directory command, and I'm just going to call it shared folder, and let's run this command, and the new folder was created. Next, I want to add the new user to the Samba database. So let's exit from the account of this user, and to do that I'll just run exit. Okay, and now I'm using again my main user, which belongs to the sudo group, and now I can run sudo smb passwd. And the user that we want to add is, of course, the new user. So I'm going to copy the name of this user and paste it here. And we also need the -a flag to add the new user. So let's run this command. And we now need to provide a Samba password. I'm just going to use the same password that I used for the user itself. Then I need to retype it. And the user was added as a Samba user. Now we need to edit the Samba configuration file. And I'm just going to use nano to do that. So sudo nano. And the file is located in etc samba, and the file itself is called smb.conf. So let's edit this file. And we need to scroll to the very bottom of the file, so Control End, and now we're at the end of this file. And here we're going to add a new category, and I'm just going to call it shared. And as you can see, it has to be in square brackets. And here we need to add several properties. So the first one is going to be path. And this is quite mistake prone. So what I'm going to do is open a new tab, and I'm going to use SSH again to connect to the same server. Okay, and now I'm connected to the same server in this new tab. And once again, I'm going to switch user to the Samba user, so SU Samba user. And once again, I'm going to run cd, and now I'm in the home folder of the Samba user, and here we have our shared folder. So I'm going to change directory to the shared folder, so cd shared folder. And now that I am in this shared folder, I can run pwd. So this is the folder that we want to share. So I'm going to copy it, and this way I'm sure that I won't have any typos. And now let's go back to the first tab, so we can keep editing our smb.conf file. And here I'm going to paste the path I just copied, and this was the first property we had to edit. Next, we need to set the value for read only, and this one is going to be no, and that's it about this new section. One more thing that I want to make sure, just to be on the safe side, even though this is the default, is that if we're going to the very top of this file, so Control Home, we have this global category, and here we can see our work group. And as you can see, by default, it's going to use the name work group. Now, if we click on the Windows Start menu, we can look on Windows for work group, and you should be able to find this option, change work group name. Let's choose this one. And as you can see, the work group name for my Windows computer is work group. This is the default value, so chances are that this is what you are going to have as well. But just to be on the safe side, make sure that what you have here matches what you have here. For me, both of them are work group, so this is fine. So we can now save this file with Ctrl S and exit with Ctrl X. And now I'm going to restart my Samba server. So sudo systemctl restart. And then the name of the Samba service is SMBD. So SMBD, and let's hit enter, and it was restarted. Now let's open the Windows File Explorer, and let's show here the IP address of our Ubuntu server, so IP-BRA, and here it is, so let me copy this. And now in the Windows File Explorer, In the address line, I'm going to type in //, then paste the IP address of my Ubuntu server. And let's hit enter. And now we can see our shared folder. Let's enter this folder. And this folder is now shared. Every file you copy or create on this folder will be stored in your Ubuntu server and will be accessible to every client that has access to the Samba server.